We're here this morning in Zhujiajio, just an hour from Shanghai, and stick around because this afternoon we're going to Qibao. To get here from downtown Shanghai took about an hour on the metro. If you have to eventually get yourself onto the 17 line and then pretty much come to the end of the line, and then there's a stop right here in Zhujiajio. Once you arrive at the metro stop, you just have to walk over the highway, and then there's a tourist center. And from the tourist center, you can either get a boat, a ferry for 40 yen, you can walk, or take a bus that brings you into the ancient water town. We walked and then got a little bit lost, but it wasn't that far and pretty easy to figure our way out once we got here. We're trying to make our way into more of the tourist center, but you walk through a very residential area, but it's there's a bunch of little cafes. You can see into people's houses, and everyone's kind of getting ready for the morning, sweeping the streets or cutting up whatever it is to start their day. But this is a very pretty spot. Oh, ni hao. It's like a really awesome tea house coffee cafe here on the water. And you can see one of the bridges off there. But it looks like there's a whole bunch of places like this that look amazing, so we'll have to eventually stop at one and grab a coffee or a tea. Looks like the exercise zone over there. This is some type of cat cafe. I'm not a big cat fan, but this guy, I'll pet the dog. They all have necklaces on. And then there's more inside, and they also have a patio on the water. Keep getting tied up at or pulled to all these random things. And we just found this pot of they look like salamanders. They're not, but obviously an Asian one. They have they look like little dragons. I don't even know what. They're just chilling in this pot as we walked by. I don't know if they're salamanders, but they have that long tail and a funny I don't know, flares on the top of their head. Definitely won't see those in Canada. We just came through this the little alleyway, and it just opened up into it's by no means a lake, but it opened up considerably. Obviously this is where you can jump on all the boats, and I can guess they paddle you around, and more tea houses. And after this part opens up, on this side, there's also the Wangjin Zen temple. I thought it was the city god temple, but not the case at all. What we're actually looking for is the Fangsheng Bridge, and I think it's that over there, but we're on the wrong side, so we have to go kind of backtrack and then cross another bridge over to that side of the canal and work our way over. And that's the most popular bridge here in Zhujiajio. We got here at 8 o'clock this morning, and if we compare it to Wuzhen, which we actually did a video on, it took 3 hours to get to Wuzhen. Here it only took an hour. And to compare it, a lot different. Wuzhen a lot more touristy. You actually had to pay to go in, and this has no fee at all. So, but I don't know if I like which one better yet. I'll have to figure that out as the day goes by. Ni hao. These the red bean. Red bean. Could do a translation. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to find a red bean rice dumpling. This one. Yeah. Okay. So, a thing to try here is one of the red bean rice dumplings, which are wrapped in the seaweed leaves. A little bit complicated because it's all in Chinese and I don't read Chinese, but I was able to use Google Translate image and switch it. And then You're also supposed to use Alipay. On Alipay. Oh, that one. So I can just scan the QR code. Oh. Not the easiest way to buy food, but it's kind of a long process just to get something to eat. But this is the gelatinous rice with the red bean. You can also go at different types of meat. I think pork or I forget the other ones that showed up on the translation, but it's boiling hot. And it's just like beans within packed in rice. It tastes pretty good, just really beany. So all these are different, almost like dates and mangoes, dried out, covered in sugar. No, thank you. Yeah, they're good. This guy's kind of paddling by here. You can get on these boats, and they're anywhere from, I think you can take a single boat ride from 80 to 120 yen. And this is replicating back in the day how they used to get around through the canals and trade different goods that were from the different towns. So you're just walking by a restaurant and they have this aquarium. Obviously you eat them, it's not a pet aquarium, full of these eels. Look how weird they look. So gross, their eyes. They're swimming around waiting to be somebody's lunch today. This is like a packed, there's seeds and nuts. And I don't even know what it is. Oh, thank you. It's like a sponge consistency. If it's maybe just like rice powder packed. And you can see it's chopping it up over there. I was surprised how much there is to eat here or buy. This is like a seafood little section, and then you can also get obviously the bamboo shoots for the drinks. Lots of look like crackers or rice cakes actually. So, and then this is some type of pork. Looks like fruit roll up of pork, but. And then there's all these really colorful cigarette packages that you can get, I've noticed in a bunch of places. And then obviously lots of different tea. So these are all different, they're like peaches and mangoes and things packed together in like a patty. Very, very sweet, as well as more mangoes and dates. And then there's these fruits over here that seem to be all over the place. Just on the side of the road, you can see them. Looks like beans and peas. There's a lot of different things to come and eat here. I was surprised. We found these, they're, oh, it's okay. Cubes, and you can get with all these different, you can get meat, you can get cheese, cranberry, honey peach, blueberry, matcha. I'm thinking mango and honey peach. One. Mango, honey peach. These came to 6 yen each, so it's like a little bit $1 each, and it's like this gel consistency. It's just baked dough surrounding. It's almost like a consistency of like a raisin, but it's very sweet. This is actually the Fengsheng Bridge, and sure enough, it's 10 o'clock and there's already like a million tour groups here, so it got like really busy, but it was not busy anywhere else except at the bridge. But this is the epicenter to come here, so everyone comes here because of the 5 arches within the bridge. So and we'll try to get a side view of it to get a better angle. It's a very busy spot here with all the people, and they're waiting. You can catch a boat here, so that's what everybody's waiting for. So you can actually cross the Fangsheng Bridge, and there's another walking street full of shops, lots of treats and like sweets and stuff like that. I read about the Shuyu Towers being like a hidden cafe, and I just found it. Do we sit down or order, or please?
I will give, yes.
Great, thank you. I read about this place and we came here. Great find right on the water with the Fangsheng Bridge in the background. And on the other side is the temple that we saw earlier. I forget the name, it starts with a Y, I think the Yetsin. But we were over there when we were looking for the actual bridge itself. This place is awesome, super chill, only a couple people here. They're a little loud right now. And I was surprised how little boats are actually kind of being rowed by, but you can see them over in the bigger area where people are getting on them. The price of a coffee and a tea is prime though. A coffee was 45 yen and a pot of tea was 170. So it's pretty expensive, obviously like a tourist spot, but a great find here. It's a good time to go now because we just got surrounded by about 20 different tours. It's super loud, so we're going to split. The metro ride is an hour and a DD is only 40 minutes, so we're going to catch a DD to go to Qibao. So we're here at the entrance. We're just going to walk in and see where we are once we get there. Just walking down the street a little bit further from the map, we kind of like got into like the mix a little bit. Qibao seems to be quite a bit smaller than Zhujiajio though. We're really feeling like the authentic Chinese culture here though. We found this little, there's a bunch of things, I don't know what they are supposed to represent, but I think everyone writes something on them, maybe like a prayer or a wish or just a little something. I'm assuming you must be able to buy the pieces of wood somewhere and then you hang it up. Once in a while there's an English message, but these are all Chinese. The tea houses are really popular and obviously in these ancient towns, and here's one that has like a very like Zen setting. We'll try to find one maybe in a little bit after we cruise around the town a bit. So we just found North Street, and this is obviously like the busy section full of all the different shops and whatnot. We just found a place back there that it was like kind of like a cracker, but these are all like food stalls, lots of seafood. This is like the mango, or I don't know what those are. But there's a pretty pungent smell in the air too. It smells like rotting meat. I don't know, there must be a meat store around somewhere. So like the nuts and seeds. There's a big meat spot. I don't know what those are. Lots of honey for sale here in these places. And then these are the scallion pancakes, I think. So these are really popular. There's these, they look like that styrofoam. I don't know what they are. They're like maybe some type of rice cakes. And then these buns are packed with looks like the walnuts and seeds and like something keeping all gelled together. They're really big, so I don't think I want to buy one in case it's not that good. The other thing that I read about here is the fang cake, which is supposed to be a traditional cake that they sell. So there's some type of dome here that bakes these eggs in there. I don't know if they're quail eggs, but you can buy packages of them. But that thing is like a rice, or sorry, not a rice dome, like a salt dome, which is steaming. So the eggs are being baked inside them. Interesting. And then I don't know if this is a tofu or like, looks like salmon, but it might be tofu. And then lots of ladies everywhere just cooking. This guy's just yelling out loud. So it looks like noodles that I'm assuming they put into like a soup. It's very loud in here. This it's like a pretty condensed little alleyway, but lots of people and people trying to convince you to come into their store. Sounds like a meat market there. For 7 yen, you can get a scallion pancake, which is like an authentic food to get here in Qibao. It mentions, if you read about Qibao, it's one of the things you're supposed to come and try to eat. So we're able to get one of them, 7 yen. And it's like obviously like a deep fried, almost like a pancake with scallions inside. It's boiling hot, so I'm gonna try to like let it cool down before I eat it. Qibao stands for 7 treasures, so it's supposed to represent the 7 treasures of Buddhism. This place is 18 kilometers from downtown Shanghai, and it used to be a separate city, but then it was absorbed as Shanghai got bigger and bigger. It's open 24/7, and you don't have to pay anything to come in here. After crossing that main bridge over the canal, you kind of come to a little square, and then another skinny walking street, but it's kind of more high-end shops on this side. Seems to be less food. Lots of jewelry, like the standard knick-knack shops. And then lots of places that do drawings or calligraphy, and maybe like some tea stores. But it's decorated really well. We were across the canal and I noticed this place, which is a coffee, tea, and beer place. So we're just gonna pop in and see what it's like in here. It has like a really cool seating area, and it's like super modern. And luckily there's no one here. And like, kind of like overlooks the canal. Here comes the coffee I was hoping for. Oh, nice. Xie. That was an awesome day trip from Shanghai, so we're gonna end it here. See you next week.